Inconsolable, families of firefighters killed in the Beirut port explosion say their goodbyes. 10 died. They were among the first responders as the disaster unfolded. 2 weeks on, there are still more questions than answers on what caused the blast that destroyed lives in many areas of the Lebanese capital.
When they arrived, they saw the whole of the smoke and they thought they needed more help from the fire department. They called the operation room again and told them we need backup.
Before the biggest blast, firefighters were pictured trying to enter a burning warehouse. They weren't warned about the thousands of tons of ammonium nitrate. Initial investigations suggest maintenance work could have triggered several explosions before the massive one. It's emerged that everyone at the highest levels of government, including the president, were aware that the chemicals were stored in the warehouse for years without proper safety precautions. Journalists such as RIAD KOBEISSI, who have been physically attacked over the years for investigating corruption at Beirut port, have documents that show years of inaction and negligence failed to dispose of the explosive chemicals.
My personal experience, why the ammonium nitrate stayed there, because they didn't see any danger in it. They only saw in it $1 to $1.5 million. These are mafia men appointed by mafias that are elected via democratic process.
The state is weak and its institutions are controlled by political parties who have been in power for decades. The case is now in the hands of the judiciary to determine where the ammonium nitrate came from, who shipped it, and who was responsible for handling and securing it. Police have sealed off the area around Warehouse 12. Investigators are at the site of the blast, which has come to symbolize the decades of corruption and mismanagement plaguing the country's institutions. The caretaker Prime Minister Hassan Diab, who resigned under public pressure following the explosion, didn't mince his words when he said corruption is bigger than the state. French and FBI agents are helping forensic teams, but the Lebanese government is refusing an international investigation. Many Lebanese have little faith in a judiciary that is appointed by politicians.
The new investigative judge was appointed. It was the third choice. The two first choices were rejected by the Higher Judicial Council just because they are because they are independent.
That's done little to calm public anger. Many fear those responsible will get away with the crime. Lebanon's leaders, who first promised a swift and transparent investigation, are now saying it's complex and may take time. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera, Beirut.